Hey guys, we're gonna try a little bit of a different video today. This one's gonna be on gun shows, if you can't tell that by the title already. I'm pretty new to this whole gun hobby, prepping, whatever you want to call it. So, I went to one of our local gun shows this past weekend. I had sold some tools, and I had some money with me. I was going there with the purpose to buy a gun. I actually was thinking about buying an SKS. So, where I live, the gun laws have become pretty strict, but I had gone to this gun show a little over a year ago. And when I was there before, it was a pretty good-sized show. There were lots of people, lots of tables. It was packed, and the parking lot was packed. So I was going back there today, or the other day, thinking it was going to be the same thing. But when I went a year ago, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of wanted to go and look and see what people had. So since I was going for a purpose this time, I had high expectations. Well, when I got there, one, I was surprised how empty the parking lot was. And two, when I got in, there were a lot of open spaces, I guess you would say. I guess there should have been tables and no vendors were there. And then I was sort of expecting to see, I don't know, gun shops. I was expecting there to be more, I don't know what you say, professional people, professional businesses there. And a lot of it was just your ordinary, I guess, Joe collector, basically, who were selling their stuff, or maybe who had, bought a bunch of different weapons over the years, and nobody was there. Or, it's all that they were selling was what they had collected. So I was disappointed about that. And then from watching a lot of other YouTube videos about gun shows and talking about their local gun shows and when they would go to their shows, about the good deals that they could get on guns or on anything really. So when I was walking around looking for the SKSs, I only found two of the entire hall, and it was an exhibit hall. I live in Maryland, and it was at the State Fairgrounds, in one of the big exhibit halls there. And I went on Saturday, the first day of the show. This wasn't like Sunday at an hour before the show closed. This was 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, and the show started at 9, and it ran till 6, I believe, on Saturday. So it was right in the heart of when things should have been going good. And I only saw two, I believe. 2 or 3 SKSs. Now, I know I was looking on Classic Firearms, and I know if you buy the guns online, you have to pay for the FFL transfer, which is, I don't know how much it is for a rifle. I looked up one of them locally to where I live, and for a pistol, it was like $40. So I don't know what a rifle would be. But so I knew that, there's an extra $40 charge, and it would come caked in Cosmoline. So I was, I think on Classic right now, I think they got them for $319. I'm sure the stocks are pretty beat up, but my intention was to replace the stock and get either like a Tabco or was it a ATI stock, make the gun a little bit lighter. So, that's what I was thinking about doing. But when I got out there, the 2 or 3 SKSs that I saw, each one of them was over $600. Now, I never really got to speak to anybody because of the tables that were there, they were pretty crowded with people, and I took my wife with me, and we were just kind of walking around, and I'm thinking I could maybe get a deal on a gun, and they've got, $600 price tags on these weapons. And I was like, well, how do you get the deal? You know, I mean, where does the deal come from? Or, you know, why is it at these particular shows, you know, that people talk about else on YouTube, they're getting these really good deals on there, and I went and I was like, well, I didn't buy anything. I mean, I had $650 with me from the tools that I had sold, and I didn't walk out with anything, you know. And everything that was there was, I think, I saw one table that was DPMS, I believe. I don't know if their table was actually, well, they had a banner up over them. And I think they had 2 rifles there, but I think they were just kind of showing off their latest model of ARs. Other than that, they didn't really have anything like you could walk up and just purchase. But everybody else had, I mean, there was one table that had pistols. And I even thought that the pistols were overpriced. I'm thinking, well, I thought the whole point of a gun show was to go and, you know, trying to get some decent deals on weapons, and unless it's just because it's our state and gun restrictions are so tight, you just can't get them, or you know that it's too hard to get a good deal on a weapon at a gun show. I'm not really sure. So, you know, if you guys are watching this, you know, leave a comment down below. Let me know if I did something wrong, if there's, you know, if there are other shows. Because I'm sure I know there's a big one in Northern Virginia at some point, but I don't know if, I guess because I'd be going out of state, if I go down there, there'd be, you know, I have to go through an FFL if I buy it from a dealer instead of buying it from a individual. I'm not really sure, but, you know, let me know, you know, what kind of what experiences you guys have had at gun shows, because I must have done something wrong, or it's just where I am. I mean, I tried going to another one about a month ago in Frederick, Maryland, at where was it? I don't even remember where it was. It wasn't. I don't remember where it was in Frederick, but I went there and that was a total bust. That was in a little tiny hall, and it was all basically like Civil War weapons and nothing of anything that I was really interested, not what I was expecting. So my 2 experiences in the last month at a gun show have been pretty crappy. And the one at the fairgrounds that I was at this past weekend really had high expectations for, and it's one of the biggest ones around, and was not real happy with my experience there. So even the ammo, I thought so there was one table as you walked in, the ammo to me seemed like it was higher than if I had just gone to Walmart. Like, well, why did I pay my admission fee to get in, the $8 to get in, and for something where I could just drive 2 minutes up the street to Walmart and get the ammo at Walmart cheaper? But maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that was just what this video was about. I had to use my cell phone again, so I know it's just a steady shot of these 2, but that's just what I had. That one's that's my Mossberg, or not, well, my Maverick that I unboxed a couple weeks ago, and it's a Remington 22 that my father gave me. It's from 1941, 43, something like that. So, anyway, that's all, guys. You know, like and subscribe, hopefully, and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.